a land very far away, lived a very strange boy, and his name was Colin.
Now that word isn't what makes it strange, because there are a lot of people called Colin, aren't there? And Colin was strange because he had a pointy head. No, because where he came from, a lot of people had pointy heads, didn't they?
Nor was he strange simply because he had one stripy leg, because all tinsels have a stripy leg, as far as we know.
No, what made Colin strange was the fact that he had three sisters, three evil sisters. And their names were Fufalina, Fufalinda, and Fufalocious. That is strange, isn't it?
And stranger still was the fact that one day, Colin, with his pointy head and striped leg, completely disappeared.
And that was the end of the very strange boy. Anyway, many years passed, and one day, another little boy was making his way through the dark forest. When suddenly, oh wait a minute, why don't I just show you? Hit it! We have not been gallivanting. We've been looking for...
Anyway, it wasn't our fault, Nelson.
I've told
told you before, when I'm on official tinsel duty, you call me Mr. Mayor, or your Grace.
I'm Grace?
No, I'm Grace. I mean...
Anyway, what was I saying?
Anyway, it wasn't our fault, Nelson. It was our stupid oaf, Boke Nubbins.
Boke Nubbins?
Frightened the living daylights out of us.
Now come along, let's get these ice mince pies of yours to the postmaster straight away.
There's not a minute to lose if we're to meet our schedule. Right you are, Nelson.
My name is...
It's Gloria.
No, not Gloria.
Grace?
No, not Grace either. It's Mr... Never mind.
You always did look like a bit of a Gloria to me.
Oh, there you are. Woolly Funkbuck, the postmaster's boy. Is that you?
Yes,
What are you doing down there?
it's where I always am.
Well, what do you want?
A letter arrived for you, Mr. Mayor.
A letter for me, today of all days. Oh no, I don't believe this. This can't be true.
Sir?
Mr. Grace, what is it?
A terrible shock. Pookie, gather the townspeople as quickly as you can.
I'll ring the town bell.
Boke, where did you come from?
We have to meet our schedule.
Of course.
Quickly, everyone, the mayor has important news.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention. Please, a bit of quiet. Ladies and gentlemen of this quiet village, tinsels of all shades and blue, my lords, ladies and gentlemen.
Get on with it.
Well, okay, yes, very well. I have just received a lovely letter.
What did she say?
I can't hear. You just received a love letter.
It's not a love letter.
A love letter? Hey, fancy. Who's it from?
It's not a love letter.
Who would send the mayor a love letter?
I don't know.
It's not a love letter.
But how romantic. I would love to receive a love letter.
Would you?
Yes, on beautiful floral writing paper, written in the finest handwriting.
It's not a love letter.
Oh, Mr. Grace, was it scented?
Scented? No, it was delivered by hand. Ladies and gentlemen, a lovely letter is not a love letter.
Shut up! There you go, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Craggy. Well, I have just received a letter from none other than Santa Claus IV.
Please be quiet and do listen. We need to get back on track ASAP.
As today is the final day for our preparations for this year, Santa Claus has decided to help us celebrate. He's going to visit the town in person, himself, personally.
But he's never been here before.
This is wonderful news.
When is he coming? We need time to prepare. Is he bringing Mrs. Claus? And the sleigh. No, he's reading. Quiet!
Thank you. Well, it doesn't say, but just sometime when everything has been sent out into the real world, and the first snowflake has fallen.
So good people, return to your families and your places of work. We have to be ready.
Spread the word, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well, go on then.
This is wonderful news, Mr. Grace.
Santa Claus the 4th, coming here to West Tinseltown, while I am mayor. Both throw-ups gather the greenest, healthiest looking holly that grows in the outer woods. Break back an armful that we might decorate this town square with it tomorrow.
Yes, sir, the afterwards it is.
Be careful in the forest.
Okay. We knew the forest better than anyone. Everything must be perfect. We can't afford for anything to go wrong.
Enough, I ran away. Things get tough, I act that way. At least I think I know that much is true. But why I'm here, I don't recall. Memories, I've lost them all. I don't know where I'm from or going to. Believe in fairy tales. I don't believe that love prevails. I never had a friendship that I knew. There's no such thing as heroes, and no damsels in distress, and happy ever after. I believe that even less. I don't believe that hearts can race. Everybody has a place. I don't think what you wish for can come true. And how long have I been this way? How long's a piece of string? Don't ask me to believe. I know there's no such thing.
In the forest. No one lives in the forest, just trees.
What about the spirits of the forest? People say they live here somewhere. Aren't you cold?
No. Please just go away.
Oh, okay then.
Wait.
Yes?
My name's Jack.
Hi, Jack. I'm Pookie, and this is Cookie. We're the bog throw-ups.
Are you indeed?
Yes, you've probably heard of us, the Balthalocks of Estinseal.
Oh, those bog throllops.
Yes!
I'm kidding, I've never heard of you.
Oh, but we collect the holly for Christmas.
I don't do Christmas.
Oh, you don't? Well, don't let Santa Claus hear you saying that.
I don't believe in Santa Claus either.
How can you not believe in Santa Claus?
Well, he's never replied to any of my letters.
Well, Santa's a very busy man. After all, Santa is Christmas. He built that tinsel.
I've never heard of Tinsel.
But are you from the real world?
Well, of course I'm from the real world.
That explains it then.
Yeah, must do.
Then why are you here?
I was running away, and I ended up here, I think. Where am I exactly?
These are the outer woods. What are you running away from?
I don't really remember.
Are you sure you aren't cold?
No, why do you keep asking?
Your lips are very blue. Mother always tells me to sit by the fire. My lips are blue.
I'm fine. They're always blue. Look, I'd better go.
But where to?
I don't know. Somewhere?
I think you're further away than you realize.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Come stay with us. You can have something to eat and rest. Wouldn't you like to warm up a little? There's always room by the fire at our house. You can leave again tomorrow. Well, wait right here. We'll just go off and ask our parents. We'll be back before you know it. Wait, no.
The creature under your bed.
I am your nightmare.
My nightmare? How can you be my nightmare? You don't even know me.
What?
Just let me go home. I've had up to here with all of you.
Well, that's not very high at all.
I am Fufalina of the House of Betrinklement, and these are my wise sisters Fufalinda and Fufalumptuous. And you are?
Leaving.
Your name, boy.
Jack.
Of which house?
I don't have a house.
You had enough. You ran away. When things get tough, you act that way. At least you think you know that much is true.
You don't recall memories you've lost and all. You don't know where you're from or going to. And although you don't remember why you really had to leave, there's plenty that I know you don't believe.
We have a lot in common, you and I. We're both outsiders, we're both slightly unusual. We're both sick to death of those ridiculous tinsels. And most importantly, we know the truth. There's no such thing as Santa Claus.
But I thought everyone here believed in Santa Claus.
Not everyone. The Tinsels fall blind including annual story they are fed. Santa Claus the first, Santa Claus the fourth. Not one of us has ever seen him in person.
Oh,
I mean you.
of course not.
No, because he doesn't exist. Christmas is merely a fantasy created by the real world people to keep their minds off their troubles.
I knew it.
I do always think it's such a shame that the real world people don't know how they're being lied to. Every year it's the same. Ordinary, decent folk cheated into believing such nonsense.
I see.
Oh, those poor people of the real world. They don't know how they're being cheated and how to tell them.
Me? You think I could tell them?
Would you do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, if people are being lied to and hoodwinked, they should be told about it.
But of course, and they would believe it so much better if it came from one of their own. No one in the real world is going to believe an old spirit of fools like me. But you,
Yeah. Oh,
now what?
I don't know how to get there. To the real world, I mean.
Luckily for you, I know a way.
You do?
I'll show you how to find home. I'll tell you what, we'll make a deal. All you need to do is sign a scroll. I'll help you find home and you help me cancel Christmas once and for all.
Dad?
Oh, it's that ridiculous helium voice bug frog girl. I've seen her in my Woodstone hallway. She turns my stomach.
I'll send her away. I'll only be a minute. Pookie! Stay there!
We must go.
Won't you wait for me?
No, I don't think we will.
What about the agreement?
We'll be back. If you're still interested in finding home, sign the scroll. I'll give you until midnight. This year, the snowflake must not fall, and Christmas must be cancelled before it even begins.
There you are. Come along. Mother and Father are excited to meet you.
But I was going to... Where have they gone? Where have they gone? They were right here. They were going to help me.
There's no one there. I think you need to eat something and have a lie down. Come on, it's not far.
All right, then.
Just until midnight.
And where are you going with that, Fingal?
Well, my dears, today was the final day of Christmas preparations. All of our work is done and the bogs roll-ups have once again met their festive work schedule.
Us bog roll-ups always meet the festive work schedule.
Indeed, brother.
Yes, dear. Now put those presents at the door. Where are you going with them? The door is that way.
Is it? Oh my, I must get these spectacles prepared.
You don't wear spectacles, Fingal.
Ah, well that explains it then.
Father!
Yes, who is it?
It's us, your daughters, Pookie and Cookie.
Who?
Let them in, Fingal, you old fool.
Come in. It's freezing out there tonight. Let me see your lips.
We're fine, Mother.
Slightly blue. Sit yourself down by the fireplace.
This is Jack, the boy we were telling you about. Jack, this is Mother, Father, Uncle, and Aunt.
Now, I do believe this is the first time I've ever seen a set eyes on a boy from the real world. Do you know, he looks for all the world like a tinsel. Doesn't he, Fingal?
Well, yes, Tessa, I suppose so. Although he's a bit on the thin side. Can I take your coat?
Yes, for all the world like a tinsel.
Except for the funny-shaped head, of course. Ha.
Wait. Quick tea.
Of course it is. How else do you think I keep my hat up?
Now let me get a look. Oh my, your lips are very blue. Very blue indeed. You've had quite a show by the looks of it. Sit near the fire.
Oh, I'm fine. They're always of color as far as I can remember.
Well, we'll get that straight. Don't you worry. Now, are you all hungry?
I am. We've been gathering extra honey for Mr. Grace all afternoon.
Well, that's a tinsel supper for you, I think.
What's a tinsel supper?
That'll be 2 cookies, a glass of warm milk, and a carrot. I'll leave it there by the fire.
Oh. Well, Tessa, I'm having a spot of bother finding the door.
Give it here, you silly old tinsel. Inside, it's freezing out there. You wouldn't have known it's the night of the first snowflake. I'll go get your supper. Girls, come help.
Now, young man, we hear you come from the real world. How did you end up here in Tinsel? I think you must be the first visitor from the outside world that we've ever had, certainly in my lifetime.
Well, I don't really remember how I got here. All I remember is walking through the forest.
I see.
And then Pookie and Cookie were there.
Yes?
And then they appeared.
Who appeared?
3 women. Fufalina, Fufalinda, and Fufa something.
They're the Trinklemen? So they really are still out there, are they?
They are going to help me find my way home.
They would know, that's for sure.
They told me that Santa Claus isn't real and Christmas is all fake.
Did they? Did they indeed?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I've seen some pretty strange things since I arrived here in Tinsel. But somehow everything is familiar, too.
Well, that's the magic of Christmas, isn't it? It's part of us.
Well, but if everything for Christmas is made here and sent there, how can it be real?
That's a good question, and it really depends on what you mean by real.
And if no one has ever seen Santa Claus in person, how do you know he exists?
Another good point. I have no answer for you, I'm afraid. I'm just an old tinsel. But let me ask you this. If someone had told you about Estincell before you had been here and seen it for yourself, would you have believed it?
No, probably not.
And yet it does. It's a funny thing, belief. You either have it or you don't.
I just want to be home, wherever that is.
Rumours were brought along, young Jack, and if Cicely and my sisters have offered to help, maybe that's the right course for you.
Maybe they are simply trying to be of use for once. But do be careful. This is Estincell, and nothing here is ever what it seems.
What are you all talking about?
Home. We're talking about home, aren't we, Jack? Oh my, that does look appetizing. Oh, there you are, Tessa. Did you get that book out of the toilet?
Book nubbins! What are you doing here?
Well, I heard you brought a stranger home, so I asked your parents if I could stay the night.
What? Why?
Because I'm not having him stay here without someone to protect you.
We don't need protecting!
But Pookie...
Look, I can leave right now. No! But it's you're not welcome. You are welcome. Just ignore them. This isn't even his home.
Well, that's lovely. After I came here to watch a snowflake with you.
Book, you are impossible.
Yes, I am.
Does anyone want a carrot?
Yes, please. Book, that's not yours. That's Jack's supper.
No, really, he can have it.
Great. Actually, I'm a wee bit thirsty too.
Take the milk.
Great, thanks.
Jack, that's your supper.
No, I'm fine. I'm not really hungry anymore.
Do you not want your cookies then?
No.
Great.
I hope you're sick. I hope you're sick.
I hope you're sick, though.
What time is it?
Supper time.
It's late. We should be watching out the window.
What for?
The first snowflake, of course. It's tradition. The first snowflake falls on this night every year once all the Christmas decorations are prepared.
Oh, you have to watch out for it. It's good luck. I always make a wish.
Maybe you can make a wish this year, Jack.
And when the snowflake hits the ground, Christmas can begin.
And everyone will know that things will be alright for another year. Sound on the breeze comes over the trees. Always reminds me of home. And when I hear it, I'm never alone. I feel strong here.
When the sky's clear, this time of year, snow starts to fall from above, and it reminds me of all that I love. I belong here.
There's a sound of the breeze like a memory, and it whispers of all I can be. There's a sound of the breeze like a melody, and it sounds like a good song to me. There's a sound of the breeze like a memory, and it whispers of all I can be. There's a sound of the breeze like a melody, and it sounds like a good song too.
I think that would be my wish tonight. I wish I could listen to the sounds of the breeze from the window of my own home and know that I belong there.
You're
running out of time, boy Jack.
It's almost midnight. If you want to know the way home, you must sign the scroll.
Home? Look!
It's a bus snowflake! Look back, stand out of its way. It must be alright to reach the ground.
Now we know that things will be alright for another year.
Where is it gone?
Ladies and gentlemen of S. Tinsel,
Consider Christmas.
Boy, can you tell me now, just where did you go to? Can you hear any words I'm saying? And would I even know you? Sisters in my dream, we were once a team, all together appalling.
What do you want? Can't I get a minute's peace?
Is it time yet?
I told you I'll see you in the morning.
It's just, I've looked over this agreement very carefully and it doesn't say anywhere that I need to wait. I agreed to...
You agreed to do as we ask, when we ask.
And where exactly does it say that?
Paragraph 12, section 5D.
Well, but that's impossible. That wasn't there before. I agreed to go back to the real world and tell everyone what I have seen. That Christmas is just a silly fantasy which the world's been cheated with for centuries. But that wasn't there before.
Could it be clearer?
I read everything, even the small print.
When you sign an agreement with a witch, you must be well advised to pay particular information to the very small print, and even on occasion, the invisible print.
But...
Enough. You can set off at first light.
I am doing the right thing, aren't I? Of course you are. You don't agree with Christmas. You never did. He never did answer a single one of your letters. Did he? No. How did you know that?
It's obvious, is it not? How could he be? He isn't real.
I feel sick.
It's all right, Boke. We should have paid more attention to you back there. You always said the spirits of the forest were real, and now we all know they are.
I didn't know one way or the other. Not really. I just listened to the old stories I heard and believed them.
Sometimes the very wisest people are those that choose to believe.
I just wish there was something I could have done.
There's nothing any of us could have done, and now we don't know what's going to happen next. This is the very first time there hasn't been a Christmas. We should get some sleep. We'll have to get up in a few hours to see what we can do to help Mr. Grace.
Okay. Cookie, I have something for you. I was going to wait until Christmas to give it to you, but you look like you need cheering up.
Something for me? Where'd you get that?
Well, I didn't have any floral writing paper, so I just picked a flower. That's floral, isn't it? And I don't have very fine handwriting. You don't really need very fine handwriting when your job is ringing the town bell, but I did try. See?
Oh, you've written your name on it?
Yeah?
My very own love letter. And it's scented.
Yep, it's scented from me to you.
Yeah. Thank you both. This is the best thing anyone's ever done for me. Stop as both of you or I'm gonna boo.
Well, you said you'd like a love letter, and this is the best I could do.
Nope. Oh, a flower with Boke on it. You're the best friend any tinsel could ever have. Boke. Oh, how lovely. Boke. It's a funny name, isn't it? Even for a tinsel, I mean. I think you're the only one I know.
Yes, it's a very special name. My daddy gave me it. Apparently, when I was born, he took one look at me and said, "That is a Boke." My mummy says I was made specially for Christmas. That is why I love Christmas so much.
You can deck the halls with holly to make everywhere seem jolly. But everyone needs a Boke at Christmas. With a feast upon the table, you might think that you are able. But everyone needs a Boke at Christmas. Though it may be true that you enjoy your pastry when it's puffed, and you'd like to have another slice of pie. Well, a turkey in the oven's not the only thing that's stuffed, so you'd better make some room before you try. That's why everybody needs me. Reputation, it precedes me. I'm everyone's bestest kind of friend. Everyone needs a Boke, better than other folk. Everyone needs a Boke at Christmas.
But this has given me an idea. Jack said he'd written a letter to Santa Claus before. More than one, in fact.
they weren't written on a beautiful floral.
No, but that means Jack knows how to get in touch with Santa Claus. Jack knows where Santa Claus is.
I'm sure he does. How does that help?
We need to write a letter to Santa Claus, because if anyone can save Christmas, it's Santa.
But will he know how to deal with the spirits of the forest?
We need to go to the Outer Woods to try and find Jack before he leaves. Come on!
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Did you see that?
No. What?
Looked like a ball for all girls closely followed by boat. Oh, cheer up, Gloria. Sorry, you're Nelson.
It's all a disaster. My first term as mayor, and look what's happened. The big Trinklemans show up for the first time in years. The snowflake is destroyed. Christmas is cancelled.
There's no way Santa Claus will visit us now. Why would he? He's probably furious.
I'm not sure there's ever been a mayor that's presided over such catastrophe. Why did they have to show up yesterday of all days? It just goes to show. In Tinseltown, you never know what's going to happen next.
Oh, well, now that's the truth.
Just my luck. Meniscus Kemford, what are you doing? Just leave those trees where they are, will you?
But,
Your services are not required. Go on.
oh, that's harsh. Look at their little faces, Nelson.
But it's the truth. We don't need the trees to be decorated. It's a complete waste of time. Santa isn't coming. Christmas is cancelled.
But, Mr. Mayor. Oh, dearie, try calling him Gloria. No idea.
Mr. Gloria, we're the Tinseltown decorating team, designing these trees and moving them to where they look best. It's what we do. And we were wondering if we're not to look after these trees anymore. Well, what are we all to do?
He's got a point, Nelson. What are any of us to do? Am I to stop baking? Is the choir to stop singing? Are you going to stop doing whatever it is you do?
Do you think Tinseltown is just going to come to a sudden halt because of one little setback?
No!
Tinseltown has been here for hundreds of years, and if Tinsel has anything to say for it, it'll be here for hundreds of years more.
What if Santa Claus was to arrive today and see us all moping about? What would he think then?
Well,
That's when he'd be furious.
Here, here.
Life goes on, Nelson Flung, Christmas or no Christmas.
Because you said it, and as Tinsel, you'll never know what will happen.
Don't just sit there when there's work to do. You can quit when we depend on you. There's no point getting in a flop.
Sometimes when your life is tripped up, all you need is a simple pick me up. That's when we do the Tinseltown. Here in Tinseltown is something everyone knows. A happy feeling starts inside your toes.
That's more like it, Gloria. Shake a leg.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Jack, we were looking for you
Why?
to take you home.
Home? I've been trying to find home all morning, but this just hasn't been going in circles.
What's that?
It's a map. Bufalina and her sisters gave it to me.
The spirits of the forest gave you a map?
It's a magic map. It's supposed to show me the way home, but I don't think I'm using it right.
That's
I keep ending up back here.
That's very nice of him to help.
they're the only ones in this cell who know the way to the real world, so I needed their help, you see.
Well, that's actually why we're here, Jack. We need your help.
My help.
Yes. Come back to us, Tinsel. We'll tell you all about it.
But no one ever needs my help. Sorry, but I really have to go. I made a deal with Fufalina, you see. I used the map to find my way home. And then what? It doesn't matter. Christmas is already cancelled. What more harm can I do?
We should go. Come on.
Jack, please come with us. Your lips are bluer than ever. You need to warm up by the fire. We miss you. And your funny shaped head. We need you to write a letter to Santa Claus for us.
Why would I do that? He won't reply. He never does. Why would you reply to me? Do it yourselves.
You're the only one that knows where he is, Jack. No one in Aston Hill has ever written to him before.
There's no point. There's no such thing as Santa Claus!
Well, that's what everyone said about the spirits of the forest, and they turned out to be real.
Jack, it's worth a try. If we are right and he is real, maybe he can save Christmas.
But what about me finding my home?
Don't worry. We can come back here later. I know the forest better than anyone. We don't need a map. I'll help you.
Really? You'll help me find my way home?
I promise.
Well, okay then. I suppose if I'm needed, it is the least I could do.
Let's go, quickly.
And just where do you think you're going?
It's them. I knew it. I feel sick.
Quiet, boy book. And as for you, girl Pookie, keep your high-pitched mumblings to yourself. Boy Jack, you weren't about to break our agreement, were you?
No, of course not. I was only going back to Tinseltown for a quick visit. I'll be on my way to the real world before nightfall, won't I, Pookie?
Yes, if that's what you want, Jack.
It's not a case of what he wants, girl. It's a case of what he agreed to.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry. Maybe he hasn't told you. Jack, have you told your pointy-headed friends what you've agreed to?
Well, why does it matter? You've already cancelled Christmas.
Oh, for this year, certainly. But we need you to go back to the real world and tell them all what you have seen here. We must cancel Christmas forever.
What is she talking about?
Paragraph 12, section 5D.
I agree to go back to the real world to tell everyone what I have seen. That Christmas is merely a silly fantasy with which the world's been cheated with for centuries.
Does that ring any bells?
I signed that.
Oh, Jack.
Wait, what? You were working with them? You want to cancel Christmas forever?
No, I never wanted any of this. I just want to find my way home. I never asked for this. I had no choice.
You always had a choice, boy Jack. You didn't leave Christmas before you came here. You wanted to get rid of it just as much as we did.
See you. Why don't you go to the real world yourself? Do your own dirty work?
If it were that simple, we would have done it years ago. An end to the worst time of year. A holiday filled with only bad memories and wicked dreams. But we refuse to give up our magic powers to visit the real world. No, we need Jack. He'll go for us.
We need Jack too, and he's coming with us.
Are you Jack? Are you going to Tinseltown, or are you going to stick to our agreement? I do hope that you paid attention to the invisible print.
Come on, Jack, let's go.
If your mind's made up, you can always change the agreement. I mean,
Really?
if you want.
You would do that?
Really? That's very nice of you.
We're not as bad as people like to think. Are you sure? Run along, before I change my mind. Boo!
Paragraph 13, section 6E. All previous arrangements are cancelled, and instead Boy Jack will remain trapped in the ridiculous town of Tinseltown, as far from home as possible to be.
And we shall call him Colin.
Now calm down. Slower, slower. Oh, just start from the beginning.
It was a plan.
by which you mean Jack? No, I mean yes. You see, they can't go to the real world themselves.
Well, no, none of us can. They would have to relinquish their not inconsiderable powers.
And that's why they need everyone to stop believing in Christmas and Santa Claus.
I'm going to write to Santa. He's the only one who can help us.
Stop everything. Boom!
Felina?
Of the House of the Trinklements.
3 wise sisters.
And the final representatives of...
Get on with it.
By the terms of the agreement that you have signed...
Me?
No, not you. You. Jack will be staying here in Eston Seal for a very, very long time. With me.
Me?
No, not you. Me.
But that's not what I agreed to.
Well, that's the way it goes. Christmas has been cancelled.
And so it is time for me...
Me?
No, not you. Me. And my sisters. The 3 wise sisters of the House of Betrinklement. And the final representatives of Eston Seal's mystic family. It is time for us to take control. Tinseltown is now ours.
That will never be so long as I am mayor. I was elected to protect this town.
Consider yourself unelected.
You will never have this town. You're not even true Tinsels.
That, sadly, is where you're wrong.
We are Tinsels, the most powerful Tinsels in all of Eston Seal.
Stripey! But why? Why do you hate Christmas so much?
You're all far too young to remember, but you once had a little brother called Colin. Mother and Father always blamed the 3 of us for his disappearance. It wasn't long before Christmas became the saddest, most depressing time of the year. It all soon became too much for our parents. Father was first to go. He went to another forest where he became a woodcutter and hunts wolves.
Mother was even more affected by events and moved away further, still giving up her magic powers and becoming the first ever Tinsel to find her way to the real world. She became MP and eventually Prime Minister, but we don't talk about her.
So my sisters and I were left here to endure Christmas year after year, all alone, while the rest of you danced about, baking, singing, ringing, and whatever it is you do. I hate Christmas.
That was all your own doing, ladies. No one ever forced you to stay out in the forest. You could have joined us here in town anytime you wanted.
Christmas is all fake. It's a cheat, and I want nothing to do with it. It's only a matter of time before another child from the real world finds his way into the outer woods, and when he does, he'll come to me first, and Christmas will be cancelled everywhere.
We won't let that happen.
Just you wait until Santa Claus hears about this.
When will you learn he isn't real?
What did you call me?
Look, it's him.
But it can't be. Well, hello, Tinsel. One and all, I am very pleased to be able to visit you here in Eston Seal.
Santa Claus, we weren't expecting you.
Am I not? Didn't I say that I was coming? Now, I need to ask, what has been going on? It seems there's been some delay to the start of Christmas this year.
Christmas was cancelled, Mr. Claus. The first snowflake was destroyed. It's all her doing.
Ah, yes. I knew we would meet again. What's the matter?
This can't be. This is a trick. Who are you?
Well, for all intents and purposes, you may call me Santa Claus. Fourth, although you may recognize me from many years ago.
No, Colin? Colin, is that you?
It is true that before I came the fourth Santa Claus, I did answer to that name. Now, how wonderful to see you again, sisters. And looking so, well.
You disappeared!
No, not disappeared. I went on for training. There's so much to learn if you're going to be the person that brings happiness to everyone on Christmas, even if you do begin life as a child of Preston Cell's mystic family.
See, everything is going to be all right.
You've been mistaking all these years. Colin didn't disappear. He was fine. There's no
You're too late, all of you. This is a battle that I have already won. Christmas is cancelled. The snowflake did not fall. The real world already knows that something is wrong.
Ah, well, you clearly haven't allowed for the time difference. Have you? The first snowflake may have been stored here, nest and sealed, but it is still yet to fall in the real world.
So Christmas isn't cancelled?
No, Jack. Christmas is not cancelled.
How do you know my name?
I know everyone's names, particularly those that write to me on a regular basis.
You got my letters?
Well, of course. Now let me think. What was it you were asking for? Ah, yes, you wanted to find home, didn't you? Well, I hope you like it.
This is my home. Here. Tinsel!
Home is wherever you belong, Jack. And we need you here. You belong here.
I don't understand.
Oh, Jack, the magic map. It was leading you in circles because you'd already found home.
This is all very touching, but you forget that Jack is mine. You can't have him.
We have a signed agreement. Show them, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen of Tinseltown, consider the agreement cancelled.
You cannot do that.
He just did, sister.
Well, we will not stand here and be ridiculed.
Well, sit down then.
We shall return. And mark my words, the next child that enters the outer woods will come to me first. And when he does, you better be ready to regret what you have done here.
Bufalina,
Colin.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Santa,
yes, Jack?
what did you mean when you said Tinsel needs me?
Are you okay, Jack? Your lips are very, very blue now.
Well, no one ever needs me. All the Tinsels have something they're good at, special gifts to make sure Christmas is ready, but I don't know what I'm good at.
Whoa! What's going on with that?
Jack, you belong here because you are very special. And your talent is one of the best. Look up into the sky. All we need is one little snowflake. Just one. Every year for the rest of time. And as someone very, very close to you once said, sometimes the very wisest people are those that choose to believe.
Wait, the snowflake? I'm in charge of the first snowflake!
And everyone that follows. Look up and believe, Jack. Jack Frost. Ho, ho, ho!
At this time of year, it's good to sing a song that tells what it's all about. Everyone that's here is sure to sing along, so let's sing the song out loud. Sing from the heart of you, not just a part of you, and very soon you'll agree.
so much. We've had such a great time. We've worked so hard. Can we give them another big, massive round of So we are IYT, Island Youth Theatre, just in case we've any people out there that don't know. We have a Saturday cast, so they've done this all on a Saturday for 2 hours. We've been working on it very hard, and we start back on the 19th of January, so get booking. We've got the next term is called The Auditions. It's very exciting. So yes, I want to say thank you to Rebecca Boyd, who is hiding in the back there. Well done, Rebecca. Doing all the music. Lennon on the other side, making sure they keep quiet so it's not too loud back there. Well done, Lennon. Thank you. The boys up the back who are making all the lights lovely. Thanks, boys up the back. And the lovely Island Youth, the Island Arts Centre, who have us every week and are really lovely, and it's a great place to come every Saturday.
And not forgetting yourself, Jasmine.
Oh, thanks very much. Also, Christina Nelson, who is the boss lady, is in the Lyric Theatre at the minute. She told me to tell you this. She's in the Lyric Theatre in Alice, and you have to go see her. And I'll put on the WhatsApp group a discount code. Ooh. So we all have to go and see Alice the musical, which is also written by the same person that wrote Tinseltown. Coincidence. All right. I'm going to take the children, and you're going to wait here. I'm going to get them all ready, and I will bring them back to you to save all the fuss. But thank you so much, and thank you, everybody. You did amazing!